I just did the biggest hat deal of my life. What have I gotten myself into?
What is up, guys? Welcome back into the Millennial Profit. My name's Adam and I'm a full-time reseller. If you're new here, I show you all different kinds of ways to make money. So if you like money, hit that subscribe button. As you just saw from that in the title, I just did an insane wholesale deal. I promise to keep the plug anonymous, so I'm not going to mention anything really about the deal. Just basically, I bought close to 1,000 hats for about $10,000. So it was a very big deal. And actually, it's a little bit of a lie from the title. I actually have done a bigger hat deal in the past. So I used to have a plug actually with lids. It was actually a smaller monetary deal. So it was only $6,000, but I got like 3,000 hats. So I ended up getting 3,000 hats at $2 a piece. This one's closer to like $10, $11 per hat. But these are some higher end hats. But what I wanted to make this video about was going to be kind of like the behind the scenes stuff, how I'm sorting through all this, how I'm processing it, how I'm listing it, and how I'm organizing it so I'm able to find the items when they actually sell. So let's dive right in. Sonny wants to apologize if you guys hear mowers in the back. It's a nice day and everybody's mowing their lawn, so we're just gonna ride with it. As you saw in that first clip, I've already unboxed some of this, so I wasn't even going to make a video on this, and then it was like so overwhelming. I was like, who knows, maybe this will help some people if I explain what I'm doing with all this. So here is everything we have. You can see we've got some beanies, we've got some hats mixed in, a lot of MLB, lot of NFL. I mean, these are 35 bucks a piece right here. So most of the hats we got are going to be $35 to $50. Like I said, these are some higher end hats. We got a lot of like retro logos. You can see we've got the St. Louis Cardinals, older logo, Dodgers. Also found these in Padres as well. A lot of mainly new era snapbacks and fitteds, which we know those are cash money. Got the Bears logo. I don't even know. I haven't even looked through a lot of this. I got a manifest, so I knew the type of stuff I was getting, but if I'm being honest, I didn't look exactly at it because it was just a lot of high-end hats that should go for like $35 minimum. Got a few Mitchell and Ness over here, some Lakers. Ooh, look at those Grizzlies. Pretty cool. Again, I'm not going to show you every single hat we got. It would take a while. You can see they go all the way to the bottom in all of these. But how I'm going to organize them, we come over here. I've got this tub here, and I've labeled it Tub A. If you've watched some of my other videos, I've made some videos on how I sort my hats, and I sort them usually by league and alphabetical. So right now I have probably 2 MLB tubs, and it's like A through M and then N through Z. But the problem is I probably got about 500-600 MLB hats in. So they're not going to fit in those tubs. These tubs hold about 200-250 hats tops. And these being flat bills, that's probably going to be even less than that. So what I'm going to do with this lot is no matter what the league is, even though I've got a mix of NFL, NBA, MLB, I'm going to throw them in the tubs as I list them. So right now when I'm listing them, I'm putting custom SKUs of A in, and then once that tub is full, I will come back to the only space I have room in, back to the bathroom, grab another one, label it Tub B. So I just went to Costco and picked up some more of these. So I think 6 should do us. And I'm hoping to have all of these hats listed within the next month. So it's currently the end of June. And if I could have all these baseball hats up first, that's my priority because it's mid-baseball season. Then I'll attack the NFL. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually take all the hats I haven't listed out so far and try to sort through them so I can kind of get these MLB hats up first since that's priority, and then get the NFL and NBA together as well so that I can list all those together once I'm done with the MLB. Alrighty, hats are all sorted. And one thing I really liked about this deal is, as you can see, there's a lot of the same kind, just in different sizes. So this is just one listing here. I can just do a variation listing, list that one time and sell it however many times that is. So
Probably wouldn't have bought it if it was 1,000 different listings, but you can see it's a lot of multiples built in. And then we've got all these beanies here that was just kind of icing on the cake. I'm not actually going to list these for a while though. If you've got nothing to list, it's a good thing to list everything right away because you never know when something might sell, and if it's not listed, it has no chance to sell. But this is my priority right now, and honestly, most of these aren't going to sell till winter, so I just have to pull the listings down and sell similar again. So I'd rather only list them one time. So I'm going to throw those in a box and throw them in the basement until about September. Then we'll list all those up and sell through most of those. But we can see we got the NFL, we've got the MLB, we've got the NBA. So we're going to start right here with the MLB and listing all of those. Now, how exactly do I go about the listing process? I like to just grab a stack of these bad boys. Come on over here to the table. Then I grab one and throw it in my multi-million-dollar listing studio here on the piece of dollar store cardboard. Take my nice pictures from that. Then I'll usually just sit here in the chair and I'm listing it all from my phone. I've got my laptop here in case I need it, but I'm not typically listing on my laptop. I'm usually just using my phone. And it typically only takes me a solid like 3 minutes to list a hat. I've done it a bunch and I've gotten asked a bunch of times, like, how do you list so fast? Or how can I list faster? Honestly, just doing it. And the number one key is finding one like this in the solds and hit sell one like this, and it's going to pull the item specifics, it's going to pull the title. You can just tinker with the sizes and stuff, add your own pictures, and you're good to go. So I'm not making any of these listings from scratch. I'm selling one like this on already sold items, and it's gonna take some time. Like, I've been doing this for like 15 years, so yeah, I'm going to be fast at it. It's just like anything else. The more time you put into it, the faster you'll get at it and the more you'll perfect your craft. I'm obviously not going to list all of these today. So now that I got them sorted by league, I'm going to put them back in the boxes. That way I can just pull out a box and just go to town and list it. So my goal is to have all these listed in a month, which you might say that's kind of crazy. That's like 30 a day if we're dealing with 900 hats. But as I just showed you guys, there's a bunch of similar ones. I mean, most of those are in stacks of like 10 or more. So that's only a single listing for 10 of those hats. So it's really not as bad as it seems. I think I can get them all up in a month and into those tubs and out to the warehouse. So that's about it. I kind of just wanted to show you guys a little behind the scenes on a recent wholesale deal. You know who you are, who hooked me up with these. Thank you so much. I'm super grateful to be able to have the capital to make these big buys. And it's all due to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. He put me in this position to be able to do this, be able to spread this information with you guys. And I'm just so grateful to be in the position that I am today. If you're just starting out, don't worry, because these deals are not going to just come to you. You have to build those connections and those relationships, which takes years to do. Like I said, I've been in this game over 15 years, and it's taken a long time and a lot of relationship building to get the connections to be able to have these wholesale deals. Just start in the areas that you're familiar with, that you enjoy. I absolutely love hats, and that's kind of where I dove into. And now look where we are. You never know what might come of it. Hit those local liquidation spots, hit those clearance sections, talk to the managers, see what comes of it. But do it in something you enjoy. Just because I sell hats doesn't mean you should be selling hats. It's also important to note with all of that stuff that I'm probably not going to make my money back for a solid year. But after that, it is going to be money in the bank. Hats are an investment. They're not going to sell through in 90 days like a lot of other categories. Many of them will take over a year to sell. It will sell really well in their seasons. That's why I want to get these MLB hats up so I can sell through about half of them, have the other half sell through next season. But if you're just starting out, I honestly would not recommend getting into hats just because it can tie up a lot of capital fast. I just like to view my hats as investments. So instead of throwing my money in a 401k, I'll throw 10K into hats. That will eventually turn into 20, 25K. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or anything, feel free to drop them down below. If you're interested in joining my reselling cook group and leads group, you can check that out. First link in the description. There's money to be made everywhere, guys. Let's go get it. Thank you for watching The Millennial Prophet.